Welcome to Greenshine Farmer's video blog about a family starting a farm and going back to the homestead lifestyle. Episode 19, Bed Prepping.
First thing we do when we harvest is we'll clear our drip lines off the side, and we've got our quick cut greens harvester from Farmer's Friend, and just hook that up to our drill, and we kind of just walk down the line. Make sure that's down.
Cropping out a bed takes about 30 minutes. Rand and I totaled the time it takes to do bed prep, not including harvest, and it's about 2 hours. In the beginning it was more like 3 hours, but we've narrowed that down and our soil's softer so it's easier to work. As you see in this fast motion video, Rand and I are cropping out 2 beds using a stirrup hoe. After cropping out a bed, we have to rake up all the debris. Rand's usually the one that does this. He's better with the rake. This is also in a fast motion video that you see Rand doing it. After we rake it into piles, we have to come through with a wheelbarrow and pick up everything, and then we add it to our compost pile. Broadforking took longer in the beginning when our soil was a little bit more compacted, but now it's softening up because we've added so much compost and amendments. Here's Rand broadforking on the left and I'm broadforking on the right.
We've already cropped out this bed, and we stirrup hoed all the crop out, we raked it up, we put it in the compost, so now we're broadforking it. And purpose of the broad fork, well, Alex, you want to talk about that? Want to show them what you're doing?
It's to get some oxygen to the lower levels of the soil, to kind of give all those microbes something to breathe.
Yeah. So we're getting oxygen down to the lower layers of the soil, but we're not tilling it, we're not disturbing the soil layers, so we're still keeping all those beneficial microbial life and mycorrhizal fungi in place. After this, we'll add our amendments and a little bit of fertilizer and then the compost. Alright, so now we're going to add our amendments and our fertilizer. So for amendments, we just use lime, basically just limestone in pelletized form. We have really acidic soil, so we've had to add a lot of lime to it to bring up the pH. And since we've added lime already to this bed, I'm just going to do a light coating. And then for our fertilizer, we use a 443 organic chicken manure. And so this will just give the next plants a little boost. After this, we'll add our compost, which is we added azomite to it, which is a rock dust, and that'll help give us all those trace minerals. So here we go.
I usually help Rand add the compost. He goes and drives to the compost yard, fills a truck bed, and then I shovel it into the wheelbarrow and then I wheel it down to him. This is pretty time consuming. It takes about 5 minutes for me to fill a wheelbarrow full and bring it down to him. Maybe a little faster, but in this video I have the baby on my back. Rand then takes the wheelbarrow and spreads little piles of compost. Once the compost is put in piles, we rake it flat. In this video, I'm actually bringing him compost and he's dumping and raking at the same time. So you can kind of see the whole process. Here's a closer up version of Rand doing the raking and adding the compost to the beds. It's definitely hard work. Then we have to let the beds rest for 2 weeks, waiting for all the weeds that are going to come up so that we can move on to the next step. And while we wait for those 2 weeks, here's a very funny video of Rio attempting to catch a piece of sausage. Once the weeds pop up, we then take the flame weeder and we flame weed the bed. This takes about 10 minutes to do a full 100-foot row. This year, most of our rows are direct seeded. However, we do have lots of transplants. Next year, we want to go more into the transplants. Here, he's using the Jang seeder. It's really fast, and it only takes about 10-15 minutes to seed a whole 100-foot row. Transplanting, however, can take up to 4 hours to plant a 100-foot row. And that's it. Now you just have to repeat the process, starting from step 1. This is rabbit number 1. And we are going with the name Octavia. Thanks to my sister, Krista. And there she is, in her little huddle house that we built her. So this is bunny number 2, and I'd like to formally introduce you. Her name is going to be Pipkin, thanks to Rachel. Thank you for putting in the name request. We love our little Pipkin.
If you guys like this video and you'd like to see more like it, leave us a comment down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, visit us at greenshinefarms.com and follow us on Instagram at greenshinefarms. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.